Hello Taurus, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today I will be doing a love and relationships reading for you. Remember that this is a general reading, not a personal, so take what's for you, leave the rest, but stick around long enough to know the difference. It is timeless also, so take the energy from when you see the read from to a few weeks out. We are starting with a Dark Mirror Oracle, and I'll be pulling a Priestess of Light as well, looking at the light and dark side of things, possibly. Hopefully most of you see the light. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, right off the bat, we have sacrifice. Sacrificing a lot of yourself in a connection or in your life right now. Feeling like you're giving up. Giving up some things more than what other people do. Feeling like you don't want to give up some things as well. Maybe you're trying to hold on to some things that aren't serving you. Maybe you're holding on to a connection that just, it really isn't working out. There's a lot of arguing going on. There's a lot of, I feel like you're catching them in lies, possibly. There could be you keeping some secrets as well. It's not, if there's no trust or there's mistrust, it's almost, it's hard to get that back. It's, unless you're willing to really work on it, this is not going to work out. So just be mindful of that if there's mistrust on both sides, okay? Let's see. We have innovation, new creations, and we have sacred action, decisive focus. Suddenly when I new creations, when that came up, I felt like somebody finding out that they are with child, or thinking that I don't necessarily that you are, but I feel like the symptoms are coming on for you. You kind of feel that way, like maybe you have children and you know how it felt when you conceived. You knew right away. I feel like that may be coming up for someone here, or you may think you are and you're not, as well here. I kind of feel like it's not really what you think it is. The sacred action, though, you have innovation, sacred actions. Maybe it feels kind of like getting new ideas, wanting to create something new, maybe change the dynamics of the relationship that you have into something better. As well, working on trying to make it better. Maybe I feel like there's going to be a conversation with someone, with their partner, and instead of doing the arguing, you really sit down and talk finally. I feel like it's been some time, but you really sit down and talk and know where each other's mind's at. It seems like both of you may, I'm going to say you more than they, think that the relationship is coming to an end, right? I feel like that's not where their mind is at for some of you. Obviously, it's not everyone. Whether there's something extra marital or whatever going on or not, I feel like they really don't plan on going anywhere. Let's start with the Dark Mirror here. Number 7. Sacrifice. Even if I have to break apart, as long as it serves a purpose, I have accepted my duty, and in my release I found freedom. There is a strong power in sacrifice. Our fears, our hopes, they are all chains to a small world. Our sense of self is a small, petty creature of uncertain resolve and shaky horizons. With sacrifice, we renounce our sense of self. We accept to be lost. We accept to be shaken and cut and bruised and hurt and burdened and locked and stricken and despised and gossiped, betrayed and misunderstood, and left alone, to rot, to die, with just words of thanks while the world goes on over our broken dreams. But when we drown our sense of self to sacrifice, we are also a greater person. We are screaming, I exist, I make the difference. We accepted a price to pay, and we used our blood and tears as currency. That gives us the right to stand tall. Letting go of a connection because it's not working out for either of you, it's not a failure, right? It's the attempt at the relationship may have failed. It doesn't mean that you failed. Neither one of you worked it out, right? It takes two. It takes two to work it out, right? And if you both put enough effort into it for a whatever period of time and it's just not getting better, then don't take it as a failure, right? You put your blood, sweat, tears into it. You tried. And if it's not working out, release them. Release that holding on to something that just is not I feel like it's not going in a good direction. It's just gonna hurt you both over and over again. And if someone doesn't decide that this is it, let's try this. Let's try something else. Let's go in another direction, right? I don't think they want to go anywhere. I think that there's a lot of unhappiness going on with how it is. If you're gonna have to work extra hard in order to recreate whatever it is you had in the beginning. Maybe you need to go back to the beginning. All right, it's hard, especially if you've been with somebody for a long time, though, to get those feelings back that you had. I mean, you're never gonna be exactly, because you didn't know each other at the time, right? So, but to get that, do some things you did then, right? Treat each other the way you did then, instead of because of what has happened in the meantime. All right, innovation. Your invitation. Oh, your invitation. Wow. The priestess of the mind extends her hands upward, the light from her palm sending two hawks flying in opposite directions. Beautiful golden orbs hover over and around her head, marking a time of great confidence and mental activity for you. You are being guided by spirit to explore new directions of invention and creation. Your invention may come in the form of a wide variety of endeavors, such as a new business, a medical discovery, a new computer game, or the founding of a charitable agency. Anything from a musical composition to real estate development could be among the types of innovations springing to your mind at this time. You may even be thinking about going to school for a special degree or certification. If so, know that you are certainly capable of achieving it. You may find yourself conflicted as you consider two very different paths, both brimming with potential. The hawks and birds of prey and war represent the inner battle regarding your choices, but your confusion is only preventing you from taking action in either direction. A nagging voice of self-doubt may be keeping you on the fence, and note how the priestess's heart center glows with confidence. This card is saying that you now have the power to make a decision and see it through. Trust in yourself and let yourself receive the guidance and information all around you. Listen to your heart about which path to follow. I feel like this is about possibly whether to continue with a relationship or end it. I feel like it would be the other person will agree with you. Not because they don't want to be with you, not because they don't want it to work, but because they just don't see it working out. Okay? Someone here has a tendency to be like, oh, that means that blah, 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 and they never did. It's not the case. It really is not the case. Sacred action. This card is telling you to let go of hesitation. Your soul longs for you to move forward on your path. Whether your goal is personal, professional, or spiritual, you have the power to manifest whatever you desire. Now is the time to resolve to pick a direction that calls to your heart and act. Let go of your self-doubt and fear of making the wrong decision. The strength of your spirit will guide you every step of the way. Oh, wow. Needing to make the decision that maybe it's the best thing to move on, right? Or making the decision to change something within yourself if that helps your relationship out, okay? I feel like somebody's already went that route, though. You know? And that's the talking of you really need to begin on your path. Don't let more time get wasted or get away from you. All right, these came out together, so we'll keep them. We have the 8 of Pentacles. It's normally about hard work, right? Working hard on something. It's in the reverse. I feel like this is saying to that you put a lot of work into something, but if it's not working out, if the relationship isn't working out, it just isn't. You cannot, you'll just keep working. I feel like endless work here. Knight of Pentacles. It's you put a lot of work into something that at this point you are feeling like it's going nowhere. It hasn't been a success. You have 5 of Swords here, talking of malicious intent possibly with the 5 of Swords. This is someone who is okay with hurting other people, and that this isn't everybody, but I feel like someone may be dealing with this. You're trying to fix a relationship. This person really is not trying to work it out. They want what they want, right? And who cares who gets hurt along the way? I I feel like someone is stuck in a third-party situation where you know that it's going on. The other person knows that it's going on with you as well. And you're mad at each other, but this person is the one. This person in the middle here, they're the ones causing this. And they'll if you let it continue, both of you, fighting with each other, I think they kind of even like it. They get a rise out of it. They like to see two people fighting over them for their ego. Wow. The Fool in the reverse. Being afraid to go on and do something new and be by yourself, possibly starting a new relationships. The Fool is about taking risks and doing something. This is, I feel like you don't want to. You don't want to go through trying to find someone else. You feel like you'll probably end up in the same situation again, and not wanting to really delve into being alone either. You have the Page of Cups in the reverse. I do feel like this is a message. This is like you want solid you want something solid telling you that this person is still in love with you. You're not going to get it. I feel like it's in the reverse because you're just not going to get it. This also may be in the past tense. This may be something. This may be something that you're holding on to. You want a connection from the past, no matter what you're doing now, in a connection, out of a connection, in between connections. I feel like this here is talking of someone from your past that you once loved, that you want to hear them say they love you again. That is so sad right now. I feel so sad. It feels like the whole reason nothing's ever going to work out with anybody is because you really love this person. All right? You want to be with this person. This is the love you want. And it's in the reverse because it's in the past. You want pages are messages. I feel like you want them to write you. You want them to reconnect, and it's not happening. And so you could be taking it out on, if you're in a relationship now, you could be like, they'll never be that person. They're not doing the things that this other person did and what have you. They're not treating you, even though you wanted something new. You went into this because it was passionate. That's the problem with relationships. You get into new relationships and the passion, the connection, the new vibes cover up the fact that this isn't really what you want, right? It pulls you to it because of the passionate side of it when it's in the beginning of something. It disguises it as something really good, right? Not saying it's it always has to be a bad thing, but you can't see what it possibly can become because you don't know the person well enough yet. Hey, these tried to jump out, so we will keep them. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like hoping that some seeds you planted in the past are growing, trying to see them grow. But I look here and this person is standing here watching these things, hoping they grow, but there's brown leaves and vines in there, right? So they're not pruning the tree. They're not pruning this plant. You got to take all the dead stuff out. I feel like someone started a relationship holding on to feelings of another. And that old dead stuff is that lost relationship, right? But it's intermingling with what's going on. So and it could be your emotions and the ties that you have from that old situation is commingling with the new. So it's not growing properly here. And you're not doing anything to cut it out. You're trying to hold on to it. Subconsciously, you're trying to hold on to that because you want to hear them say they love you again. You want to hear that they actually still have feelings for you. You have a Hangman. This is being stuck in this energy. You're stuck sitting here staring at that bush, trying to wow, I feel like that's why your current situation isn't working out here. All right, guys, so just be mindful of that. You got to sort that shit out. let go of some things, have a talk with that other person. Make sure before you, while you keep trying to commit to someone that you can't, your heart won't let your heart commit to, that this other person isn't still in love with you, right? Or this other person doesn't still have feelings, or if there's even a smidgen. I feel like you may be thinking there's a smidgen of hope that you'll be with that person again, and it's causing all this strife. We have Justice in the reverse. God, you guys always have Justice come up. This is Libran energy. So maybe you're, being it's in the reverse, it's overshadowing this. So this could be, you know, the person that you are longing to be with. I also feel like this Justice in the reverse is about you are all off of sorts. You can't commit to someone if you have your heart is technically committed to someone else. And here we go. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Emperor in the reverse. I feel like with these cards in reverse, this is past tense. This is kind of pointing out who this person is, okay? This is pointing out that this is your focus. You were focused. You thought for sure this was the person you're going to be with. They're solid. This person knew, you know, what they wanted in life, or they appeared to know. I feel like this is a person you wanted to build with. You want them to want to build with you as well. And this may be also telling of you getting away from that focus. Because to me, this card represents really having intentions on something or someone, and got your mind all messed up thinking about it. It's in the reverse. This could be telling you to stop this business. You're never going to be happy in your situation if you keep hoping for something that is long gone to come back in here, right? And you got this Emperor in the reverse. I feel like this this could be also implying that instead of just being past tense, it could be implying that the person, to put more focus on who this is about, this person doesn't have their shit together. This person is really, they maybe constantly try to build wealth for themselves, or try to constantly do better for themselves, but they don't make it. They may have never made it yet, right? Into what it is that they really want to do. Constantly working on it. And this could be why this come out like this, so that you can see who exactly this is talking of. All right, let's pull some cards for clarity here for you. Tower in the reverse. Yeah, this I'm gonna put this right here. Wait a minute. No, I'm gonna put it right here. I feel like this is talking of past tense. This is a tower that fell when the relationship ended. Things had to change, right? Things weren't going well, and things had to change. So something was taken away from you here. This might be why you're still trying to hold on. You have the Ace of Swords. You have to talk. You have the gift of your voice. If you feel a certain way, you need to tell the person you're with, or you need to tell the other person and have that conversation, because I don't think you're going to be, I'm going to put this right here, because I don't think you're going to be okay till you have that conversation. There may be a situation that arises where you can talk about it with them. You have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. The Eight of Swords is about self-imposed restriction, keeping yourself in a bubble with all the pain on the outside, trying to not even look at it. It is in the reverse here. So I feel like this is, you need to leave that space, your safety space. You know, you need to leave your space of it's not even that you're happy there. It's that you keep yourself there to keep yourself protected from all these, stay in the bubble, keep a force field around yourself, because these swords are poking their way in. I feel like this is, you need to step out of that. You need to leave it alone. And get out of that situation, out of that, that energy, because you have the World card, and this is about changing things. The only way to change your life and make happiness enter is to do this. You need to step out of your comfort zone and talk about things. Talk with someone about, you know, I feel like it's talking with someone else about how you feel is not necessarily exactly where it needs to be, right? You need to talk with that person to get things straightened out and be able to move on to something better, something new. It might not be with that person, but if you clear the air and really have good conversations without arguing with them, without, I feel like you shouldn't do it alone. I feel like you shouldn't do it alone, though. Have someone there, so that way you don't, if you're both in relationships, I want to tell this to somebody, you're both in relationships, you may do something that you'll both regret. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Coins, yet again, in the reverse again. This is it not working out. Stop putting a lot of effort and hard work on fight. This could be about fighting it too. Fighting, letting go of it. It just comes right back to, for me, about letting go of some things that have occurred. You have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this person, you need to let go for some of you, because this person no longer has that love that they had for you. For what, you know, I don't think they wish you any ill will or anything like that, but I do believe that the conversation will be very evident that this is definitely, they have moved on. I'm going to put that right there because I feel like this is all connected. All right, anything else for Taurus at this time? Nothing there. Let me see if we have anything at another deck here. Okay, anything else besides the energy on the table here that Taurus needs to know? Please and thank you. Any questions answered? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jumped right up here on me. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you're something that you want, something that you want deeply is not going to come to fruition. So whether it be a connection, if you think that you're going to hook up with somebody, I feel like somebody is intentionally going to a party or a concert, something, and you know that this other person is going to be there, and you think that there's a possibility of a connection. I feel like something to do with camping as well here, just so you're aware. It might point something out to somebody. You think that it's going to get you that chance to be with that person, and it's not the way it's going to go, just so you're aware. Okay. Not going according to plan, and it does have to do with something you're emotionally tied to. Seven of Cups. So that comes to your choices. I feel like I really feel like there's a golden moment you think is gonna occur that will be your opportunity. Don't try to lay out some plans because they're not going to work out the way you want. That's what I want to say. You may go somewhere and let somebody else down, and not end up with this person anyway. Just so you're aware. Not connecting or not having the opportunity to connect. Someone wants to. So that flew out over here. Someone wants to know. I was gonna say someone wants to know if someone if someone you know likes them back. You have the Fool that jumped out when I was thinking in the midst of trying to express the question here. I feel like you're just gonna have to go try. You're not going to be given a straight answer on that. You have to approach them. You're going to have to try to have conversations with them or in a certain way, see where their head's at. I do feel like it's taking risks. You have to take a risk. Every relationship or every conversation can be a risk for you, right? And that's what I feel like. You need to go out on a limb. You got to ask. Anything else here for Taurus? Ace of Wands in the reverse and the King of Wands coming out together here. All right. Let me take a look at that. I feel like this is talking of whoever needs to take a risk and just talk to this person. Ace of Wands is in the reverse. Aces are gifts from the universe here, or opportunities. I feel like they're interested. They don't notice you yet, though. They don't look at you like that because they don't think you look at them like that. I feel like it's in the reverse because there's been opportunities for you to talk to them in the past and you didn't. And it's for you to find out. I do believe that this is them, the King of Wands. I feel like this is them really being interested. Really wanting to know, maybe go on a date, know more about you. Once you show them the initial interest, because they don't know that you want to talk to them. Okay? Just so you're aware of that. Let's pull a Grace card before we close the read for you, Taurus. Once again, I'm lingering this read on longer than I planned on or expected to, but hey, what comes out, and I don't sugarcoat as well, so if bad things come out, I'm sorry that you don't want to hear it, but it has to be said. Take it from there. You can change your outcome. You can change the way things are. It's up to you to take action and move forward and do so, and take whatever risks need to be taken or have the conversations that need to be had. All right, what else does Taurus need to know before I close the read? Please and thank you. What else do they need to know? Compassion. Be gentle with yourself. You are a magnificent soul. Someone doesn't realize the I'll put that right in the middle. Someone doesn't realize exactly what their worth is. I feel like being alone a lot, feeling alone a lot, feeling like you're inside of yourself, and maybe not exactly being happy with the way you look, because see the way she's like holding her body, needing to self-nurture. Okay, we have two more. We have pray and dance. Pray and dance. And I am open and receptive to the power of grace in my life now. I ask to be shown clear examples of how this energy is operating in my life. Asking for guidance, asking for assistance. And listening. Really needing to listen. Because I feel like somebody here has asked for help, asked for guidance, but then you didn't want to hear what was being said. So you just chose to be like, well, I never got a response. Dance. When we ask for guidance, take action, and put our faith in an outcome we can't yet see, we've begun to dance with grace. I'm going to move this down because I feel like that needs to go with this. It went hand in hand when it came out here. All right, Taurus, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.